TD sequential. Some people have been asking for the indicator, and I've seen a lot of people online, not just watching my videos, but also trying to find the indicator. So for some reason, when you type it in, it doesn't show up. So I did a little bit of digging on Google, and I basically typed in, does TradingView still have TD sequential? And there was a couple Reddit forums that stated that they no longer support it due to a trademark infringement. But I still have the indicator. I think the search bar, because the indicator for me is saved. So, you know, so I don't want to delete it and then try to search for it again, right? So I'm afraid to do that. So there's actually a link that I can show as well. But basically, for if you don't know, TD sequential is, just Google it, right? TD sequential, what is it? And they'll do a way better job at explaining it. There's YouTube videos about it. There's TradingView forums about it. Essentially, it's an exhaustion indicator. So you can see here's a 9 buy, right? We came up, we went to a 7, but then it flipped the count, right? Because the 6 and the 7 were lower than the 5, right? So then it flipped it, right? So it wasn't a continuation. So again, we had a 1, 2, nope, flipped it again. 1, 2, flipped it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This was a perfect 9 right here. So this is the price of Bitcoin. We had a daily 9. So a 9 sell doesn't mean necessarily selling Bitcoin, right? It just means either we can get a pullback in a continuation or a reversal. So it really depends how your trading strategy is. But if you're a hodler and you're an investor, I think it's really useful because obviously if you have a 9 sell, you're not going to want to buy or a dollar cost average there, right? When you get a 9 buy, that to me as an investor, as a hodler, as a DCA, or as someone who's just trying to build one's portfolio for the bigger swing, for the bigger cycle swing, right? Then this indicator would work. So it sucks that it's not popping up on TradingView. So here's Google. I said, does TradingView have TD sequential? This first one that popped up, Tom DeMark, is really good. It's a really good explanation of it. Basically gives you a description. I'm not going to read the whole thing. If you want to read it, you can pause the video and do so. So you can see there's a link here, right? That right here you can see this link. So if I click it, basically here's like an example. Type in TD sequential. There used to be a lot of them. I mean, there was tons and tons and tons of them. Not just mine, but many different styles, many different types, right? So I go back and I keep scrolling down. You can pause the video if you want to read exactly how it works, but continuing to scroll down, the comment section of this post, it says, hey, down below, this was November 9th, 2023. Hey, is this indicator not available anymore? It disappeared as well. Can't locate this indicator. I don't know. And that's interesting that it's all within the same, relatively within the same time frames of these comments. Maybe it's from somebody watching the videos of mine and went out to go search for it. So I keep scrolling down from Google, and there was one here on Reddit. It says TD sequential, and it says, I sent a support ticket to TradingView about it, and they replied that some indicators, including TD sequential, have been withdrawn and removed. So if we click this, and you could just read what people say. Can't find any TD sequential. Help, please. One person says, I plotted it on my chart. It was active, but when I clicked about this script, it's not bringing up the details. You could probably have someone code it. Yeah, that would probably, I have no idea how to do that. Then this person right here says, here you go. And there's a link here. And this person says, thanks, it's working. So I don't know. So if I click the link, always make sure it's a TradingView link before you click it, by the way. Let's see. Just give some brief explanation of what it is. So when you scroll down, right there it says, want to use this script on a chart? Add to favorite indicators. So if you click that, obviously you sign in. So maybe try that. I haven't tried it, so I don't know if it would work, but someone said it works. I'm afraid to do that because I don't want to mess with the indicators on my end, just because if I ever got rid of it, then I couldn't get it back. You know what I mean? So if you want to get TD sequential, maybe click that link and see if it works. If it doesn't, then I'll keep digging to see if it's available somewhere out there. So going back below here, someone says, I sent a support ticket, and they replied, some indicators have been withdrawn, removed from the community library due to trademark infringement. The reason why, okay, so that makes sense to me because a trademark is there's only one indicator, right? When a lot of people coded it in their own thing, right, in their own way, there's different TD sequentials, but TD stands for Tom DeMark sequential, right? So that means that the guy named Tom DeMark, he created this indicator, and I believe he owns the rights and the trademarks to it. I don't know if he's still alive, but yeah. So I'm not sure, if he owns the rights, then you should be able to like at least search for it and maybe even purchase it. I'm not sure, but I do know Tone Vase has a similar indicator, but instead of numbers, this Tone Vase is actually the one who got me hooked on the TD sequential, and he used it a lot back in the day, but he switched from TD sequential to MRI. So MRI stands for momentum reversal indicator. So momentum reversal indicator, I think you gotta pay it. I don't know. It's probably, I'm not sure how much it is. It's probably not that expensive. I don't even know how much indicators cost. So, but I do remember him saying eventually it will be free. So the MRI, he basically took TD sequential, the code, and tweaked it to the, in a better format, according to him, because he's the expert when it comes to TD. So he likes it better, MRI. So basically, if you go to the Tone Vase YouTube channel, he's a Bitcoin maxi, right? So so just be cautious of that. He doesn't do altcoins. I mean, he's one of the biggest maximalists on the planet. Actually, he doesn't like to be called maximalist. He says he's an S-coin minimalist. So I don't care. I mean, I like the guy. He's great when it comes to charts. I don't, if you're a maxi, you're a maxi. It is what it is, but I don't care. To me, I follow the facts and the analysis, and that's all I care about. So going back in the day, especially back in this time right here, he was using TD sequential a lot. And this is kind of where I started figuring out how to use it. Especially back in 2014. I mean, this was, look at this 9 right here. I called the exact top of the bull market, right? So usually it takes a couple 9s to get there. Like, see, this 9 wasn't a reversal. It was just a pullback. and then it continued. This was the reversal. So then you go, well, how do you know if it's a pullback or a reversal? Well, you don't use it by itself. You use it with Elliott wave, right? You use it with, I mean, you could see it's going exponential. You could see it's going parabolic. Then you get a 9, right? Chances are it's probably done. But you can see here, here's a 9 buy, and you go, well, that was a failed buy, right? Well, that did look like a failed buy. Why? Because this 9 right here broke below this here. Now you could say, well, that could be a little Wyckoff going there, and it could be, right? But you need, obviously want to wait for confirmation. You didn't get it, you came down, then you had another 9, right? So just like over here, it took 1 9, 2 9s to reverse the price. So you have 1 9, 2 9s. And let's see if that reversed the price. Then that reversed the price, right? But then look on the way up here. Look how many 9 sells you had. 9 sell, pullback. 9 sell, pullback. 9 sell, pullback. Look at that. And look at this. This was probably one of my favorite 9s right here. A back test of the bull market support band. Continuation going up. 9 sell on the dot. Pulled back the price right into the bull market support band, then continued higher. Then look at this. You almost got another 9. You landed on an 8. Couldn't quite get there. Pulled back, right? Then came all the way up, had another 9. So unfortunately, this 9 didn't call the top of the bull market. And I think a lot of that reason is because this count got flipped. So if this landed on a 9, and we had the 1 over here, right, or the 1 over here, it would have got us to a 9 here. So, you know, it's not always perfect, right? And no indicator is perfect. But a lot of times when you get a 9 buy or a sell, you get a bounce or a pullback before a continuation down or up, or it could be, like I said, a reversal. So this person down here says, follow above link, add as favorite indicator on TradingView, then this indicator still works fine for me. By the way, yes, TradingView removed it from script search. So they removed it from script search. So this indicator right here, or this link right here, click it, right, and then scroll down, and then click add to favorites. I haven't, like I said, I haven't tried it. I don't know if it works, but I'm going to put that link in the video description below, and you guys can let me know if it worked or not.
According to TrendSpider, the TD sequential generates specific numerical values on the chart, following an ascending order from 1 to 9 in the setup phase and from 1 to 13 in the countdown phase.
So there is TD sequential and then TD combo, right? I don't really use the combo, the 13 countdown phase. I mean, it is available, but it's not on my indicator.
According to DeMark Analytics, a 13 indication marks the culmination of the countdown phase in the sequential and combo family of indicators. The 13 output runs a non-consecutive price bar comparison to identify areas of trend exhaustion.
So it says countdown results are often associated with more pronounced market reactions. So this is like just a little example of Tone Vay's back in the day, going over his TD sequential.
To short Ethereum at yearly lows in April of 2002. And the reason was because we were coming up on a weekly 9, which I would have said is a buying opportunity. But look what happened the second time Ethereum approached yearly lows. If you have no idea, if you have no idea what you're doing as a trader, then you will laugh at a person shorting the yearly low. But that is the low to trade. This is the yearly low.
So anyway, it's just I don't know, I just took a random video clip, but he goes, this was him going over a lot of the TD sequential, but he doesn't do that anymore. So he uses the MRI. It's similar to TD sequential, but yeah, I'm not sure how or where you get that indicator. The reason I'm explaining this is because that indicator I know exists. It's called the MRI. I don't know. Like I said, I'm not sure if it's you got to pay for it. I think you do. I believe he said he was gonna eventually make it free for everybody. But anyway, so I just wanted to share that. So anyway, look at the price of Theta. It's still getting a little pumpy going on here. Look at that. So we're back at the high. If I zoom in here, let's see what's going on. So it looks like it looks like bullish consolidation here, right in there, right? Now, what I would like to see is probably a pullback. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? And then we have some distribution. I say bullish because it looks to me like it's gonna come down, but then come back up. We could spike the high, then come down, then come back up, but it looks like we're probably need a little bit of a pullback here. Maybe back test this high, or what I was hoping eventually is that we come back down to the bull market support band one more time. We already hit it twice, so but let's see where we are here. So we're at the 50, so we're at the golden pocket sort of area. Not quite, but approaching it. The golden pocket is actually here to here. So we're getting up there. So we probably could see 1, 2. I mean, this could be 3, 4. Now we're in the middle of 5. Maybe we get a little higher, right? Or 1, 2. All of this is 3. Now we're consolidating in 4. Then we hit the 5 and get up to the 618. So, short-term price action is very hard to figure out because a lot of things can go, and there's a lot of possibilities, right? So looking at it from a zoomed out perspective, definitely still expecting prices to get back up here somehow, some way. Maybe it takes a little longer, but when you zoom out, you can see a beautiful impulse to the upside, a pullback to the bull market support. That's important. It's not just a break and a pullback. This is a break, a pullback into the bull market support band. But it's not just that either. It's also a Wyckoff accumulation schematic in here, right? So we're still in that phase where, this is a bullish consolidation. Now, if I were to flip this chart upside down, doesn't that look bearish to you? Doesn't that look incredibly bearish? You can see, right? This is the chart upside down. This is the inverse chart of theta. So when we go down, we're actually going up. When we go up, we're actually going down, right? So you can see the price impulsing to the downside, which is really up, but we're impulsing to the downside, right? And now we're starting to correct. Look at the correction. See, this is impulsive, but look at correct. And now we're just kind of flatlining in here. You can see it looks like it wants to go down, right? And then you can also see all of these shoulders in here. So you have a shoulder, you have a head, you have a shoulder, right? You also have a shoulder, head, shoulder. So you're getting all of these distribution points. And then also flipping the chart back up. I mean, look at that. We're at $1.15 now. That's bullish. This thing can go. This thing can rip at any moment. Okay. So I'll probably talk about that. I want to make this video short for TD sequential purposes, right? So I'm going to end the video here. But if you want to hear more about what I think is going on currently, I know I made a video yesterday, but trying to squeeze in recaps and things like that, there is information that I wanted to talk about, especially if you look at this low here, which is this low here, right? And then this low here was lower, so it's going lower. But look at the RSI, it's going higher, right? Which initiated bullish divergence, right? But then that divergence sort of got taken out here, right? But then you can see here, it's going up. But then more important than that, right here, and right here. So this is slightly going higher, right? So this was obviously at a higher price, right? But the RSI, or I'm sorry, this was at a higher price. This was at a lower price, so we're going down. The RSI is at a lower price. Now it's at a higher, right? So you got slight bullish divergence. I wish it didn't get taken out, but it is what it is. So I think I'm going to wrap it up here. I'm going to get another video out maybe today or tomorrow, just kind of going over a few other things. And let's see, especially when you zoom in here, right, you can see we're in this downward channel. Well, it's actually fitted for the higher time frames, but if I play with it a little bit, we can see we hit this point, right? Come back down here. You can see back test, right? And then following that back test, you also have a back test of, look where it came. Look at that. It came right into the bottom portion of the bear market support band, and it wicked right off, right? Impulse to the upside, pull back, continuation. So, yeah, and now we have this other impulse, right? And that's it for the teaser. I'm going to continue on with this, and I'm going to tell you what I think is what is happening in here. But yeah, I just wanted to make this video for people who are asking about TD sequential and where we are. I mean, looking at total 3, it looks like it needs a pullback. Yep, there's the 9 right there. So you could see we had 1, 2, 3. This is the 12-hour chart. Let's see what the daily chart looks like. Yep, you have also a 9 there. So it's kind of interesting, right? Look at that. I mean, look at this. You had a 9 here, pulled back. Came up again, had another 9, pulled back. Right? And then this 9 printed these green dots. And look where it wicked down, off the green dot, off the green dot, off the green dot. Then it continued higher. It broke above the red dots. And now look at this. Now it's printing a new set of green dots. So someone in the comment section said, no, those green dots occur after the price hits it. No, it doesn't. Look at, there's proof right there. Here's the green dots right here. So this 9 could potentially bring us down to these green dots. That is your setup trend. It doesn't have to go down there. It doesn't have to, right? But what I'm saying is, right now we have 1, 2, this is 3. So the question is it a pullback and a continuation, or is it an ABC and then another ABC down, right? So then that would be what? One ABC, or sorry, WXY, WXY, WXY. And then we go, right? And what that could be is what? Or even an ABC. If you look at it from a flat perspective, this could be another flat. So we have this move up, we have this move down, and we can come all the way down. I should actually really stop this video because I'm giving away all my teasers. But no, look at this. I'm gonna. I kind of want to keep going, but I don't, because the thing is if I, for example, think about it from my perspective. So would you put a thumbnail on this video like, hey, how to find TD sequential? Or would you put the thumbnail more geared towards current price action, right? So I kind of want to keep it TD sequential, but if you are watching this, you know, and you didn't expect, you know, this price action, then, you know, it is a teaser, right? So I'm going to end the video there, and I will continue on the next video either today or tomorrow. But yeah, thinking this is a flat here potentially, but there's a couple other things that could be happening as well. But just wanted to point out this 9 here, which, by the way, I didn't even know it was there. Haven't looked at the total 3. I was just kind of scrolling by because I wanted to peek at H bar for a second to let you know how it looks compared to Theta. So H bar obviously broke, back tested, same as Theta, right? But what I was trying to say here is that H bar is on a 9, so we could get a pullback to this area here, but I'll explain more about that. So I'm gonna end the video for real this time. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you guys, and it would be great if you guys can leave a like and a comment. Really help a channel like mine out, and respectfully we'll sign off, and I will catch you on the next one. Cheers.